What's up, YouTube? It's Kiko here. The other day I was doing a video for you guys concerning Chaos Dragons and this card, Galaxy Queen's Light. I did get part of the effect wrong the other day, and I just wanted to bring you guys up to date on kind of what I was talking about. So let's go in here and read this. Target 1 face-up level 7 or higher monster you control. The levels of all of the face-up monsters you currently control become the current level of that monster until the end phase. So guys, what does this mean exactly? Well, the card that I like to use with this the most, and actually I don't have this out, let me grab it, is Gustav Max. Now guys, Gustav Max has a very, very good effect, and I've got him right here. Let me set this down. Gustav Max basically says that when he is XYZ summoned, once per turn, you can detach a material to deal your opponent 2,000 damage. He takes 2 rank 10s to make him. So what we're able to do is, let's pretend we summoned Tragodia. Our opponent attacked us, and we dropped Tragodia. Okay, what we could do possibly is, let's say that we have a Lila in our hand. So let me go through here and grab a Lila. Okay, so we have Lila, and our opponent just attacked us and we dropped the Tragodia. Now what we could do is we could come out and we could say, okay, I'm going to drop Lila, and I'm going to attack with Tragodia. Let's pretend I have 5 cards in hand, so we're going to attack for 3,000 over my opponent. Let's say he has a Thunder King, or no, let's say he's got Wind Up Shark, okay? Wind Up Shark or something. So we attack over, and then we'll attack directly with our Lila, and if they have a back row, maybe it was something like, oh, I don't know, maybe they have some sort of a back row, we could go ahead and activate Lila's effect to pop it, turn her to defense mode, and then what we could do in main phase 2 is activate Galaxy Queen's Light. What we're going to do is we're going to target Tragodia being a level 10, so my other monster here will become a level 10, and we can overlay them for Gustav Max. This is very good because then what we're able to do is discard 1 and deal my opponent 2,000 damage in main phase 2 or whenever. Now the nice thing about this is another way to get a light and a dark to the graveyard, which is very nice. But let's say something happened along the lines of this. We dropped Tragodia, and then on my next turn I summoned, let's say I summoned Card Trooper, and I used his effect, and I was able to get some good cards out or whatever, and maybe I was able to bring out a Light Pulsar Dragon, and maybe I was able to bring out a Dark Flare Dragon. Now activate Galaxy Queen's Light, targeting Tragodia. All my monsters here become level 10s. So after I do with them what I need to do and stuff, maybe I've attacked in main phase 2, then I can overlay for 2 Gustav Maxes and detach for 4,000 total damage. There's a lot that can be done here, and the cards that can be hit in this deck that can be targeted with Gustav Max, or I'm sorry, Galaxy Queen's Light, in the build that I run, I don't know if other people run more that have more targets, is 2 Tragodia, 1 Dark Arm Dragon, 1 Blackluster Soldier, 1 Gores, and 1 Red MD. Now these are all 3 level 10s, which will get us Gustav Max. Dark Arm Dragon and Gores are level 7s, which will get us into Big Eye, and I'm not sure if there's more. And then this one right here, Blackluster Soldier, being a level 8, will get us into number 40, Gimmick Puppet of Strings. Now I've talked about this in another video, but I'll read it for you guys. He's a 3,000, takes 2 level 8 monsters to make him. Once per turn, you can detach an XYZ monster from this card, place a string counter on each face-up monster on the field except this card. If you do, during your opponent's next end phase, destroy the monsters with string counters, and if you do, inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each. So pretty good effect, and it's a dark, so it works really well with this deck concept. Now another thing you could do, it's not the optimum play, but let's say you're just about to go for game. Maybe you've got your opponent down to 1,000 life points, and maybe you've got, let's say, 5,500. Well, you could summon Card Trooper, and if your opponent has a decent monster, maybe 1,000 attack, you could attack with Card Trooper, which would destroy your Card Trooper and you would draw a card, and then you could drop Tragodia. Since you took battle damage, which is what Tragodia says. Tragodia says if you take battle damage, which is what you would be taking, then you can drop your Tragodia if you have the Galaxy Queen's Light in hand. And then you'd be able to, if you had another level 4 or another monster on the field, you can Galaxy Queen's Light, go into your Gimmick Puppet. If you have something else on the field, go into Tragodia or into Gustav Max if you have one of your 10s out to use for that. So there's lots of different things you can do that with, and different cards, obviously, that you could do that with, where you could attack and lose life points but still be able to drop your Tragodia would be lots of different cards. But you could have this card right here. Let's say your opponent had a 2700 attack Gores out. You could swing with Light Pulsar Dragon, which would get him to the graveyard, which would let you also bring back your Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon if he was in the graveyard, but then you would also be able to drop your Tragodia onto the field since you took battle damage, so that's not bad being able to plus off that. Lilo, decent body, so maybe you won't take a lot of damage. Card Trooper, you might take a lot of damage because he has 400 attack, but you would get to draw a card. Divine Dragon, Apocryph, and Max C aren't optimal, but they're in there. If you attacked with this guy and he was to die, then you could banish your Red Eyes, or you could banish your Dark Arm Dragon, and once again with these two guys you get to search. Or search for Sangan and draw for the other. So there's lots of things you can do here. And then for some people, they've asked me why I'm running Divine Dragon Apocryph. Guys, as a one-of, he is very, very good, and he just has tons and tons of plays that you can do with him. The best optimal play, and this happens a lot, I can't really explain to you guys how much it happens, is basically you'll summon him and you will have Red Eyes Darkness Metal in the graveyard, and you will have either this in hand or because we run 3 copies of this, or one of your 3 copies of Light Pulsar Dragon, and what he lets you do is send a monster card to the graveyard to target another card in the graveyard and add it to your hand. So we can add this back to our hand since he's a dragon. We can banish him, special summon him, special summon this from the graveyard using his effect. We could then activate Galaxy Queen's Light if we wanted to on this, which would let us go into a Gustav Max after we did our stuff. And then what we'd also be able to do is tribute this off to the graveyard to be able to, if we had another Light Pulsar Dragon on the field, then we would have this target in the graveyard for if he was destroyed. So there's lots of different plays you can use with him. So guys, that's why I like Chaos Dragons a lot. There's a lot of fun plays you can do with this deck. If you guys want me to do a full in-depth deck profile of the live deck, I can do that for you guys. Just let me know in the comment section below. Thumbs up the video. And then also, remember, you can go into Gimmick Puppet of Strings by using your BLS. It's a good card to have in there as a one-of. The extra deck in this deck is pretty open. It's open to interpretation, so you can really do whatever you want with it. So let me know what you guys think, and I will talk to you guys later in the next video. Guys, please thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, which you can find links to in the description below. Subscribe to this brand new channel, TheKeeko25X. If you guys have followed me on TheKeeko25 for the last 2 years, please follow me on this channel. This will be my main channel for the next coming years. Thanks a lot, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.